EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to South Florida at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. The excitement brewing here in South Florida as a moment ago the Dolphins starters were introduced to this home crowd. They're fired up as well as they get set to match up with the Green Bay Packers. Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started. And we are underway from Hard Rock Stadium. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
Push him back. Push him back.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. Well, that's tough. You come in here, you dial up that pass play on the first play from scrimmage and get it picked.
And you know, coaches always talk about we prepare for every eventuality. You don't even mention this as a possibility when you dial up that play, right? Instead, they throw a pick, and now they're behind the 8 ball on the road to get things going.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Check the backer, check the backer.
Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Balazs. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Mike 42. 42, check, check. Mike 42. Army. Check. Do it. Check. Let's go.
Balazs. And some space here. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. To throw, Fitzpatrick. That is caught by Williams for a Miami touchdown. Preston Williams there to make the grab as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
A little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off and not the ha-ha. That was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Xavier Howard with a good coverage that time as he was there and knocked it away. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Rodgers going to throw again. Looking deep for Adams. Oh, the rookie nearly had the pick. Probably should have had it. 3rd down now.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing now is Rodgers. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Sanders now to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Here we go.
Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board.
Over. Box it.
On first down, Rodgers. And he finds his tight end, Graham. And he's taken down inside the 30. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well.
Watch the recon, 132 fighter. Check 43.
Rodgers now on first down. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. Well, this is picked up by the Dolphins. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, these are going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
They'll start with a give here to Balaj. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. On the tackle that time, Dean Lowry.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Fitzpatrick got a man open. That's Devontae Parker complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one covers 29 yards. First down. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. They run it with Balaj. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Here we go.
Here's Fitzpatrick. Incomplete. This is Albert Wilson. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs as we just saw there.
So third down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first.
Hey. 4 down. Check, 42.
Fitzpatrick to throw it. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Dean Lowry with a big-time sack on third down. It's a loss of 7.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
On play action, it's Rodgers. Now he'll let it go deep left side. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game. And, boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Rodgers. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's going to let this one go. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Rashawn Jones. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
I know some teams are leery about playing cover 2 because the strong safety's not usually a terrific cover guy. But in this case, he played it perfectly. Read the football and went and made the interception.
Now a play fake here on first down. He gets it into the arms of Parker. Complete. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Go ahead. Mike's 4-2. Mike's go ahead. Let's go, baby. They turn it over. Let's get that ball. Let's get that. Hey, Shift. 42. Mike 42. Check. Mike 42.
On play action, Fitzpatrick. Now Fitzpatrick hit. It's out. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down.
I'm going back to you.
From the shotgun, it's Fitzpatrick. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout. So as they take it over, we step aside. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line. It's a sack. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now Rodgers looking deep downfield. He's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. They're going to line up to go for this on 4th down. Rodgers stays on the field. They do go for it. It's Rodgers. And Rodgers is going to go down in the end zone. It's a safety. So they go with the empty set, and that's the risk you run right there. Nobody was there to protect.
Well, you know how most offenses have audibles, and they've changed plays when they see certain sets. A lot of defenses do the exact same thing. You go to an empty back set, they bring pressure. And boy, did it pay off in this case.
First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't found before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to something else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
A draw play now. Balaj. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
There you go. Get down, get down, get down. Reset.
From just shy of midfield, Fitzpatrick. And this is Parker, complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 41-yard line.
Mike 42. I got it. Watch time. Tight end right. Kill. Stop. Hey, Mike's 42.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Fitzpatrick. And this is caught. It's Parker. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 18. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. Sanders' kick is good. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked out since the OTAs and minicamps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
And he'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking...
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far, as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards, as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Working out of the gun, Fitzpatrick. This is caught by Hearns. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. A quick throw there out to Williams. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
Right here. Mike 20! Mike 51. Here we go, here we go.
On second down now, Laird. And he swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
Ain't no looking. 180! 50, Mike 50, huh? Check Mike, check Mike.
Fitzpatrick on 3rd and 2. No, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
Brian Flores learned under the master. He's going to go on 4th down. Now Fitzpatrick on 4th down. And that is going to be incomplete. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Right there in the middle, 55. Rip right, rip blocks him.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook, and a great grab on the other end.
88. Hey, high 7. Safety scraping.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Give him 32 on the play.
And a Packer first down.
We need 18. Check 55 to Mike. Check 50. Hey, Alpha. Strip that ball. Strip that ball. Mike 55. Mike 55. Strip. You don't see me in your nightmare.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Packers make some inroads here on that deficit. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that will shave one more off this lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Fitzpatrick on first down. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Check. Crouch. Crouch.
Now Balaj. And he's got room. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 24. Now Fitzpatrick. Now a short one to Gesicki. And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter of play. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
Single, slap.
Fitzpatrick. Caught. It's Wilson. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do?
And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Allen Hurns there to make the grab. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that will make this a 19-point game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go.
Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Rodgers now to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards the pickup there. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
318. Box it. Jim. Watch the run. Boom.
Rodgers again now. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Rashad Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
First and 10 at their own 6-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Now that turnover might just about do it. Here, fourth quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
You're exactly right. They played smart, a couple of first downs, and this one should just about be over.
Throwing Fitzpatrick. Caught by Wilson. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game.
And down he goes. Fitzpatrick sacked. Zadarius Smith, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. To throw, Fitzpatrick, and he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Fitzpatrick now. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Hustle up now. Check three. Hey. Max 42. Come on.
Fitzpatrick here to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. So now after the sack, 3rd and long, and Fitzpatrick and company a little work to do.
Yeah. Mike's 42. Let's go, defense. 34. Defense. Hey, who we got?
3rd and long for Ryan Fitzpatrick. This taken in by Jakeem Grant. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. A heck of a play there on third down, but amazingly, they're still short for fourth.